Hi, my name is Christopher, and today I'll be giving you some tips on how to play Allegro from Suzuki Book 1. So I'm going to start off by playing the piece for you so you can hear what it sounds like. Next, let's take a closer look at the piece. Okay, just a reminder before we get started. This is my first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. And this is my E string, A string, D string, and G string. I'm going to refer to my fingers and strings during the video, so it's important that you know the names. So let's take a look at the piece, Allegro. A nice thing about this piece is if you know the first line, you also know the second and fourth lines. So if you know either one of those lines, you know 75% of the piece because 3 out of the 4 lines in the piece are the same. So let's look at the first note. We have an A on the E string, so that's a third finger. Let's play that. Third finger on the E string. Third finger again. Next you have an open E, so let's lift up all our fingers. Open E again. Next we have a 1 on the E string. Now we have a 2, and we're going to keep our 1 down. If you look in the music here, we have a 1. So that means we're going to keep our first finger down for these 4 notes. So again, that's 1, 2, then we have a 3, and the 3 is very close to the 2. There's very little space in between, so it's close. So we have lift up the 2 and 3, open E. Next we have a 3 on the A string. Then we have a 2, and the 2 is very close to the 3. Next we have a 1 on the A string. Open A string. 1. 2 on the A string. Open A. Now let's take a look at the second line. The second line is exactly the same as the first line, so we just do the same thing. So again, that's 3 on the E string. Open E string. 1, 2, plus 3. 1, open, 3 on the A string, 3 on the A string, close to the A string. 1, open, 1, 2, open A. Now, if we look at the third line, this third line is different than the first and second lines. And let's see, we start on a 1. So, 1 on the E string. 1 again. Open E string, lift up all our fingers. Cross over to the A string, open A. 1 on the E string. 1, open E, open A. 1 on the E string, 2 on the E string. Next we have a 3 on the E string, and the 3 is very close to the 2. 1 on the E string, lift up the 2 and 3. Then we have an open E. 2 on the A string. 1 on the A string. Then lastly, our fourth line, the fourth is the same as the second and the first. So we just play the same thing again. So 3, 3, open, 1, 2, 3, 1, open, 3 on the A, 3 on the A, close to 1, open, 1, 2, open. Lastly, I want to give you 3 tips. So the first tip has to do with our bow stroke. In this piece we have lots of staccato whole notes. And these staccato whole notes should be big bow strokes. So for these staccato whole notes, we should be using a fair amount of our bow. So let's see, we have a 3 on the E string. This should be separated, these notes should be separated, and we should be using lots of bow. Like that, lots of our bow. And then we have some eighth notes, and for these eighth notes, we shouldn't be using as much of our bow as we are for the quarter notes. So it shouldn't be as much bow. So we have 3 for our eighth notes, maybe we have not as much bow. But then again, we have our open E string, use lots of bow. Remember, these notes should be separated. We have 3 on the A string, big bow, separated. Then we have our eighth notes, little bow. And we have open A string. The next tip I want to give you is concerning retakes. So at the end of each of the lines, we should be retaking our bow, except for the last one. So let me show you how that would go. So we have end of the first line. And look, we're in the upper half of our bow. We don't have we can't play the next note like this. So what we need to do is we need to retake our bow. So we need to lift up our bow and place it down in the lower half. Like that. And now, after we retake, we can play again. So we want to be doing this for at the end of each of our lines. Finally, I want to talk about the third line in particular. So below the third line, we have this interesting word, dolce. Now, dolce means sweetly. So we want to be playing the notes in this line sweetly. So the notes should be legato. They should be long and smooth, unlike the short staccato notes that we had earlier in the piece. So these notes should still be long, but they should be smooth and sweet. So we have our 1. Smooth, lots of bow. We have this word below, rit. Well, what does rit mean? Rit means ritardando. It stands for ritardando. And that means that we need to slow down when playing these last 3 notes. So let's slow down a little bit. We have a 1. And look, this symbol at the very end, this is a fermata. And that means we need to hold this B on the A string, this 1, a little bit longer. So we want to stretch it out a little bit. So we have our 1, stretch it out. Now to our fourth line, back to normal. And that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, just drop them down in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer them. And thanks for watching.